That's for sure. He would be
over deliver, right?
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. We got to go back to the days when the Italians and the Jews made beautiful, good movies together, like the Song of Bernadette, written by a Jewish guy, Franz Werfel, and then brought to life on the silver screen. Man, like, we don't make good movies anymore. Now we've just got like Marvel Comics over and over again for like the 28th installment, and it's shit.
Have you seen Hacksaw Ridge, Dave?
No, I never did.
Hacksaw Ridge is a great Mel Gibson movie about a Christian who lived his convictions during World War II. And it was such a good film. I looked it up, and it had inevitably a Jewish writer. So, there's a lot of long history of Jews writing great Christian stories and writing great films. And, for all I always say this on the show, like, for all the blame that the Jews get, we did this, this, and this. I also want the credit. Like, we wrote Hacksaw Ridge. We wrote a lot of the best Christmas songs.
You guys wrote the New Testament. Come on.
Yeah, give us the credit we deserve. And on that note,
good book.
Stephen Miller was schooling CNN on these activist judges the other day. He absolutely took this CNN host to the woodshed, explaining that some judge doesn't have the right to tell Trump what to do as far as deportations. That's the executive branch. You can't mess with that. He has the absolute power to decide what to do as far as deportations go. And they wanted to stop the deportation of these Venezuelan gang members. And then now, this is what I want your opinion on, Dave. They're deporting people like, I forget her name, something very foreign that is hard for me to even remember. They're deporting this girl, and I've seen a lot of noticers very upset about this. Are you upset that these foreigners are being deported? These anti-America people, are you upset that they're being deported?
Well, so there's the one that I'm aware of is the Mohammed Khalil, I think is his name, or
the British agent.
The British agent, allegedly, who was at Columbia University, I guess, organizing protests there. He came to America. He was on a green card. He's here legally. He can't vote, but he has all the other rights that are, allegedly afforded to American citizens. I am nervous that this, it makes me very nervous because I think that there is a group of people in the government, not just Jews, also Christian Zionists, that want to crack down on free speech, that want to put people like me in jail. And so they've been selling this kind of line, I think, to middle America that, hey, look, if we do these things and we enact these laws, we're going to deport all these Muslims. Don't you want that? And everyone's like, yeah, we want that. But I think that there could be, bigger ramifications for average people in the middle of America who don't want their children to be sent to another Middle Eastern war that's going to drag on for another 20 years and send a bunch of body bags back home. So I think that there is room. Phil Giraldi did a great segment on Judge Napolitano yesterday about this, that the attack on free speech by the Zionists. And so I am concerned at what I am seeing in that sense. And I'm also pissed off that, I got stabbed by a Venezuelan in my arm, right arm, actually, when I was.
No shit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I got stabbed by a Venezuelan, had to go to the hospital, get stitches, the whole thing. And so it's we're letting these criminals into our country, and we should be able to get rid of them. We should be able to send them to the El Salvador supermax that Nayib Bukele has built down there. And, it is incredible to me, this idea that a judge, and usually unelected, I think these people are mostly appointed, if I'm not mistaken, judges have the ability to unilaterally basically wield more power than the president of the United States. I don't think that's a republic. I don't think that's even democracy. This is this kind of juristocracy that has taken root here. And, it is upsetting to see how many millions of illegals, 20, 30, 40 million illegals here in this country. And we can't do anything about that. We can't send them home despite executive orders, despite all of this, intelligence coming from the Border Patrol, all because one judge who I believe his wife was working for a immigrant or immigration service. And how is that not a conflict of interest that would prevent this judge from making such a ruling? So I think there are some serious problems there that need to be considered. But I think that this idea of like deporting people because of their opinions on American foreign policy, that's scary to me. Now, whether or not Mohammed Khalil was some sort of a British agent,
it's a little more than he didn't like the foreign policy though. Like he's basically he was inciting people to do shit. It's a little bit more than that, right?
Well, he was never actually charged with a crime. He wasn't charged with a crime. So
yeah, but you're here on a green card. I honestly, you're here on a green card. You shouldn't be involved in any shit.
Well, there's an argument to be made there. True. I mean, if I was living in Ireland, I would not.
I mean, if this was any other country in the world, not only would getting deported would be the best bet for you if this was any other country in the world. That's the problem right now.
Take away the free speech argument, because she's not like Khalil and Rumeysa Ozturk. They're not Americans, so we're not talking about freedom of speech in regards to them. And I don't think that there's going to be, like in Germany or Canada, laws passed to lock up Americans for like Facebook posts talking about the Holocaust or something like that. I don't think that's on the way. I don't even think war with Iran is on the way. Take those things away. Do you really have any objection to Rumeysa Ozturk and Mohammed Khalil, or whatever the hell his name is? Do you have any objection to those people being deported?